upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Extra set. 19. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 59. 58, right over there, right over there.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. 36. Check 4, check 4. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson gets this one to Hill. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston! As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Shoot this side. We got 3.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Sit up. 180. Hey, ball.
On 3rd down, Trubisky gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dylan Cole. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Watson's throw here complete to Waring. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
No.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take
Let's go,
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill, turn up, kill.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Reset. 19. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. That's it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll run with Hunt on second down. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now it's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A gain of 32 that time. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They come out here in the eye. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Trubisky keeps it himself. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. 54, Mike. Go. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Line up. I'm coming after you. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Watch the run. Hey, watch that. Shine him, go.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's easy work. It's coming again.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on, no. Check. Hey, 31. Hey, 59!
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. The final shot before the break. Watson escaping the pressure right. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First down, Bears.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
5:36. Line 38. Exit.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's got it. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They come out here in the eye. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. A toss play to Hunt. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. He's not going to get
From the gun, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, it's Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch that in. Watch that in.
They'll run again with Hunt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Trubisky will throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
They're not ready for this, man. They still playing suck.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Right over there. Yeah.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go.
On first down, Watson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Watson, screenplay, Johnson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. He got 29 yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Right here. Double tight. Put the boy down, he's coming. Off. Go 58's the mic. Ready? 58, right
on 2nd and 9, Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 50.
Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 39-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They run again with Hunt. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll toss it to Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, making...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Be ready. Be listening. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. The 20. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Bears 24, Texans 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They give to Johnson going right. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the slant. 45 to Mike. 45.
Here we go on 4th. Watson completes this to Waring. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
54. It's a party now. It's a party now. Switch.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
No time now.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check, 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 check.